And we're back. Day 88 of the cut. And this is not a reference to the cut itself, but I feel like a fat kid on a diet in a candy shop right now because there's all the sick max pump leg equipment that showed up in a shipping container today, and I can't use it because it's my speed bench and overhead day. But the cut itself is going pretty well, and the pullback we're pulling back on is definitely working because I once again feel very alive today, and we were 244 this morning. The plan for the speed bench is going to be pretty much the same thing as last week because I am going to go with the reverse angled, comp angled alternation on the American camber bar, except we're going to go reverse angle with the extended range, comp angle with the shortened range. Not sure if that's going to work in my favor or not, but we'll roll with it. And I just finished giving Miana a lift off, so my goal here is to get through all my warm-ups and all my speed bench sets before she's ready for her next set. Triceps gonna get cooked once again. Have I mentioned how much I freaking love this bar? Because if I haven't, I freaking love this bar. Okay, 185 for the work sets, so let's cook. Just gonna roll through without any cuts so you guys will get to see the rest times.
But before we do that, if your training is stuck and you can't figure out how to get it rolling again, hit the link below and join the team because I want to coach you so that we can figure out exactly what you need to do in order to drive progress again as efficiently as possible. Prices are going to be ramping up from $49 a month to $99 a month on April 1st, so I can keep giving everyone as individualized attention as possible. So don't miss out on those savings, and it'll be even cheaper if you sign up annual.
Arms are gassing. Woo! Fuck. Same things last week. Shaking her out. Fuck. I'm dying. And I think the point to make there is if you're not gassing out like that on your speed bench, you're doing your speed bench wrong. Because the magic on speed bench really only happens if you are pushing hard enough that by the end of it, you will miss if you're not pushing really freaking hard. And I say this all the time, but speed work is really light. So you have to work really freaking hard to make it hard enough so that you can get something out of it. And now Miana's gonna bench more than I just missed, I guess.
Yep.
Big spread. Yes. Good.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Nice work.
No wrist straps.
Wow. What a manly man.
Right?
And now that my bench handoff duties are done, means it's time to go jam out on some shoulder machines, which I'm really excited for today because the advantage of not using a brand new machine in this slot is that I know what I did last week, I know what to expect, so we can dig in and try to progress what we did. Gonna say something that I never thought I would, but I'm gonna have to raise the seat up to give myself a little bit more range. And plan here is make this guy go good enough that I know I'll be able to make 3.5 go really good. And last week, 3.5 really sucked for 4 reps. So the goal here is to see if we can make it suck less for more reps than 4. I mean, I guess I'm going to call that 4.5 reps because I got 5 with righty. Felt less shitty than last week in general, so I'm going to at least take it. And on that note, it's probably time to pull off the limited oversized pump cover hoodie, only available till March 30th on activatedperformance.net. Code YouTube will save you 10%. But I figured it's time to give you guys a little preview of what's coming mid-March. Mostly because I ordered these samples in 2XL, and this is the only shirt that I have that fits me right now. So, yeah. And like, as much as running the apparel again is just an excuse to get to make shirts that I want to wear, like, it's fun to design stuff myself and then get to wear it and get to share it and get to see it out in the world. So, thank you guys for the support thus far. Also going more like cross on the fronties, which is going to be tagging a little bit of pec, but I'm actually thinking that might be somewhat beneficial with how the top end of the incline felt. Still nasty in front delt as well. We'll go up a little bit. Also, to clarify, if you guys have been keeping up with the vlogs, we are not running that second machine press slot today because we're in the middle of having that little bit of a volume pullback so that I can still make training as productive as possible as calories continue to get lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. I'm gonna shut up now. But we are going to go one more with the 25 because that felt really nice. Anyways, last set. And I swear I can see the delt pump through my shirt right now, so pretty stoked. So now, time to see if we can do the same thing with side delts. Probably an overly optimistic goal at this point. But this machine feels so freaking nice. Gonna try jacking the seat up a hair. Put a little more weight on. And we'll see if that gives us some even better feels. Seat raise, definitely a good move. And I think we're gonna have to run one more work set there too. Oh. 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 I don't know, side delts are probably gonna take a little bit more work before we can really see him through the shirt. And now for what used to be my least favorite segment of the vlog, if I can figure out how to get the plate down. Because like for a very long time after the pec, dips freaking sucked, but they're actually getting more and more fun now that I'm getting closer to actually being able to do them kind of well. And it's so freaking cool to be able to just get in cold and get decently deep. So, am stoked. Shoulders coming along at least halfway decently. Because it's like when the dips really did suck, I got so much shit from people being like, why can't you do a dip? Aren't you supposed to be a doctor? You don't know what you're talking about. That it's just freaking fun to be like, yeah, we got her back. And like something that I've always tried to do on dips, even when range sucks, is really dig in and embrace that stretch position so I can get that active loaded stretch so that I'm getting more range of motion while I'm getting stronger at the same time. And now for the segment of the vlog that I'm probably more excited for than any other segment that I've ever vlogged, because we've got ourselves a Unilateral Smith machine. So fat kid in the candy shop, getting to eat some candy today. This is so perfect. Also feels really heavy for a Smith, so I'm going to be conservative with loading. And I do kind of wish that the handles were a bit longer so I could get a bit narrower grip, but she's working just fine and dandy regardless. Took way too much time flipping the bench around because I think it'll work better if I can unlock the handles that way versus backwards. Yeah, that is way better. I think I gotta slide the bench further back though. Okay, attempt number 2. I think that is how we're gonna beat my 308 bench as a 242. And I mean, if it feels that good, we gotta do another set. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. So either I've gotten really weak or that thing is egregiously heavy.
Which?
The Smith JM,
Bad?
only a plate.
Did you do like unilateral?
Yeah, it was stupid, but very good. Yeah, probably.
It's Chinese weights, that's why.
And now time to crank in on what is my favorite pull down machine of all time. Also a close second for favorite triceps machine of all time if you watch Monday's vlog. We'll go up. And hopefully this isn't so shitty that Joel gets upset. Hopefully this isn't so shitty that you get upset. Is that your standard? We'll go up again. And I made a slight mistake during the rest interval of this set, but I'll talk to you guys about that after this set. Because right now, we gotta crank into 4. Best feeling lap machine of all time. And the problem was, well, first off, Ty's here today. Had a comment on Ty's meat vlog that there needs to be more Ty and less Seth, so I guess you guys get the Ty treatment for now. But we were screwing around with the old notchless chain-loaded side raise, and I realized that thing feels so freaking good that I might have to do more side raises. And like, downside of it is that it's really small to get inside of, but once they're in, and your feet are flopping around, boy oh boy is that delty. Yeah, that's probably all we're going to do there because we already did the other one, but I'm going to use this much more often. And I kind of been thinking that I do want to do some single arm rear delt flies because I have been using that Panada rear delt row a whole lot. And then when I walk over to do the single arm rear delt fly, I see that golden thing in the back calling my name. So we're going to do that again. Because, I don't know, it just feels so freaking good. And I swear that since I've been using this, my rear delts are actually growing. So we are going to keep on using it. Once again, really trying to be precise and slow with that initial pull to make sure I'm spreading into the handles and actually tagging the rear delts. And once you got that feel, we're just going to crank in until it gets really hard. Did not mean to drop it that hard. Okay, round 2. So nice. And I don't have super high expectations looking at this machine preacher, but I mean, like, 1 rep in, I'm like, yeah, this is sick. I do wish that like it let me get a little bit more like elbow extension because I'm not quite there, but the shortened position feels really nice. Oh. As if I really reach and get that pivot to move, I can get a little bit more length. Yeah, that's the spot. I don't know, like maybe if I have fun arm machines to play on, it'll be fun enough to keep vlogging my arm work. We'll see about that. Might get bored in a week or so. Oh. Oh. And I think like part of the reason why this thing feels so sick is that it kind of does force that reach away. And I don't know, don't have a sciencey reason, but reaching away on a curl always feels nice. Oh. Oh. Woo. And only gonna do 2 sets because I am gonna do more biceps work tomorrow morning when I run my cardio. Oh. Oh. And I don't know if these hollow hold pullovers are the best thing I could be doing for my abs right now with where they are, but I do know that these are so freaking good for my rib cage and thoracic extension that I definitely think it is worth taking up an ab slot with them, because it's not like they're not also pretty damn hard on the abs. And making it hard on the abs, I'm really just trying to like dead bug my low back in the pad, keep the abs on, and try to resist the dumbbell pulling my ribcage up from the top. And we're already roasted. Holy. I wish it was evident how freaking disgustingly hard this is. I guess you guys gotta try her at home. Another really sick session, and it's just so cool to see that learning from the mistakes of the last round of the cut is making this one go so much better and feel so much better, because last time in the cut when I quit it, I was about 10 pounds heavier than I am right now, and I felt so much freaking worse everywhere. And I think the problem with that cut was, number one, obviously I was trying to rush it way too fast with the weight loss because had a stupid goal for where I wanted to be in a very short period of time. So I think that giving myself more time this time around definitely is helping. But I think the other side of things with how I felt last cut is I was trying so freaking hard to just like grasp at strength, just trying to hold on to strength and just pushing numbers in the gym as freaking hard as I could everywhere, because I thought that that's what I needed to do in order to hold on to strength. But the problem with that is because I was just like grasping so hard at something that wasn't really there, and I was trying to hold on to something that was gonna kind of go away anyways, I made it go away more than it needed to because I was just so freaking fried all the time. And pulling the trigger on the pullback, like I was nervous that it would just go away faster. Like I had the fear in the back of my head where like I thought that if I started doing less, like it would just work less and less and less and less. And like, yeah, maybe that might still happen, but I think so far at least, this has been one of the better decisions I've ever made training-wise while in a diet, because I feel stronger than I did last week, So hopefully that little bit of extra recovery keeps doing its thing and we can keep on rolling. But other than that, life is good. Team is freaking growing. People in there are getting better. So I am beyond stoked and insanely grateful for everyone who is signed up. And if you're not signed up, you probably should, because it is freaking sick. And we got a really, really, really cool feature launching here very shortly. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night.